Today, guys, the unthinkable happened. TD Ameritrade did the dirty on me again. It's been a while since it was this bad. Anyway, the market opened up and we tried to take a trade. I removed it, didn't look like anything happened, and then TD Ameritrade froze, and it was a disaster. And then it opened up, and I was apparently long 2 times my average position size, and we were down like I think like 6-7% at one point. I was down like $700 for a split second, and I was like, oh my god. So pre-market I was up 500 plus bucks. Everything was looking good, and then I pretty much gave it all back in that first one. Total mistake. I didn't even know I was in the trade until TD Ameritrade opened up again. Let me actually go ahead and share my screen here a little bit. There's kind of a new rule I want to set in place here, and I will be calling TD Ameritrade a little bit later today. I just wanted to kind of get the flow kind of going here a little bit before, who knows, 2 hours goes by and I'm on hold with TD Ameritrade, see if I can redeem some of the losses on that one. Overall, we're ending the day green though, so that is nice. But the thing is, with VIX right now spiking up here, 17% up, everything was down just about 3% or more. All the indexes from NASDAQ to the Dow Jones. And pre-market open, we were down about -2%. And a new rule that I'm going to set in place, because TD Ameritrade sucks at the market open, and they specifically suck when I've always noticed this, when the market is pulling back like over 2% or going up over 2%, too many orders are being triggered, right? If you, let's say, have a stop loss for if the market goes down X amount of your position, that gets triggered at the market open. Stops only work at market open. So if the market is super down on the day, guess what happens? More stops get triggered. Since TD Ameritrade is a really, really big brokerage, one of the biggest ones, it freezes the whole system like the first 5 minutes of the market open. Usually the freezing isn't that bad. There's always lagging at the open. But today it was so bad that I didn't even know I was in a trade till it literally fell off a cliff, and that got me so bad. So I'm going to call today and see if I can somehow get some of my funds back. Anyway, so yeah, we're up MGEN 560 today. We were up on SCKT like 60 something bucks, and then we lost 400 on this trade. Luckily I didn't sell when we were down 700, but I had to cut my losses on this one, which is a good thing because SCKT actually ended up selling off the rest of the day. So it was good that we cut our losses. But at the same time, it was just so painful to even be in this trade to begin with. I had a limit order here when it was dipping down, and then I removed the limit order, and I was like, okay, we're not in the trade. Then TD Ameritrade froze, and when it unfroze, apparently we had 2 orders all the way in this thing, and we were down, I don't know, what was it, like 7-8% on this one. It was so annoying. I'm not going to lie. It was really, really annoying. I had to hold through all this stuff, which was pretty hectic. And then I sold on the 9 EMA retest here. You can kind of see it. Overall, I didn't really mind SCKT. I mean, obviously what happened today was really ridiculous, but it wasn't SCKT's fault, right? It was just a bad situation to be in on my end. So let's actually talk about here what's going on with SCKT kind of for old time's sakes, or just for reference. 5 million float, 9 million market cap. They were gapping up around 60% pre-market. Now they're much lower here. Let's open the top gainers for the day. 16%, right? They gave back a lot of their profit. They weren't able to hold the highs. US computer hardware company. I really like this Apple wallet compatibility catalyst, and SCKT, they've been in the news quite a lot lately. So this is a gapper that we were trading pretty consistently. I feel like, we traded it this week already, or was that Friday? I kind of forgot, last week. And then we traded it here. This was in August. So yeah, I mean, SCKT, it's not a new ticker. I feel like every time I see it, I'm like, oh, it's back. And I'm excited to trade it. But in pre-market, I wasn't really seeing anything I was liking on SCKT. There was one really, really good support line bounce trade that I somehow, didn't actually walk away with much profit on, which is a little bit unfortunate. This could have been a really good trade. I did a little bit of trade here, some pullbacks, looking for breakouts. All these trades were very quick, and I didn't really make that much money on them. And then here, I really gave back a lot of profits. And then here was a very, very quick dip buy. Yeah, SCKT, again, I don't think it's a really bad ticker per se. I'm not a big fan of how it's been moving lately. I find it a little bit difficult to trade, although we've had some really, really nice green days on this one. Right now it's just selling off, so I wouldn't be touching it. I don't know, maybe it will find some support around 2.5 or something like that, or maybe around 275. These are big support zones in this area. So we'll see. Maybe there's going to be a really nice kind of afternoon run or something like that. I would absolutely not be surprised. Again, just, those first 5 minutes since the market open, I got to be careful. Specifically on days the market is up or down over 1.5%. I think that's going to be my new rule, because the thing is, I love trading the market open. I like trading red to green moves. I like trading those kind of quick pops. It's just, it's like being, I don't know, like a miner, or, being like a fisher, like my brother. And, you can't do your job if you don't have a fishing pole, right, or a net. It just doesn't work. And that's how I feel sometimes with TD Ameritrade. It's really, really good most of the time, but sometimes it just doesn't work at all. And that's what happened to me in the morning. And it was annoying, because I worked 2 hours, got my $500, by really putting in the work, taking my profits, taking base hits, being very, very careful. And then SCKT, boom, on a trade I couldn't even control. I didn't even know I was in. Just took away all that hard work. So I think it's not so much the money that bothered me. It was just like the fact of being not in control on, my literally like my livelihood. So that really did bother me a little bit. Anyway, MGEN, this is the ticker that was trading much nicer. Oops, what did I just click on? This is the ticker that was trading much nicer, MGEN. And let's pop up here. USA Biotech, 53 million float. This is actually kind of high, 30 million market cap. They have the announcement, they they had an acquisition, acquired, two different words, I just moved into one, Viridian Therapeutics. A nice little kind of acquisition news there. MGEN was trading pretty interestingly pre-market. The thing about this one is it was just a very fast mover, and that's why I was attracted to it. So this candle right here, 20%, that's 20% candle. This just doesn't happen all the time. So it was really nice to see something with that much activity. I bought here on a pullback. I sold into the first test higher. Boom, made like 80 bucks on that one with small position size. I actually want you guys to see, is there something here that you notice why I was able to I did pretty much the same trading as yesterday, but yesterday I was red pre-market. Today I was like, you know what? I was way too aggressive pre-market, and today I was way less aggressive. I wasn't trading breakouts. I was trading like pullbacks. I was trading dips, and then I was selling into the breakouts, and that allowed me to be much more green on MGEN today than I was yesterday on what ticker we were trading pre-market. I forgot. So yeah, that was really, really important. A lot of very, very small quick trades here on MGEN. So that's why, all this hard work, I was kind of bummed out. That was like, oh, SCKT, man, TD Ameritrade really, really skunked me on that one pretty hard. So yeah, what I liked about this one, again, it was the fast mover. I just felt like it was kind of crazy that this thing was moving so fast with that 53 million float. So that was kind of surprising, I gotta say. At one point, this thing was kind of losing momentum. Volume fell off a cliff. We had one little move to the upside here. I did want to trade this one on a red to green. Boom, you can see it. This thing's sold off here, 4%, and then a ripped higher. So it's just like these. I love these kind of moves, but you can't do those moves if your platform pretty much doesn't allow you to do them if it's going to be frozen. And it seems like TD Ameritrade is frozen more often than not when the market is moving too aggressively, because I believe it's due to those limit orders being triggered, those stop losses being triggered. I've been on the phone with TD Ameritrade, and they said that for the similar reason. So that's why I'm telling you guys. I'm not just making this up. That's what TD Ameritrade told me. And I think, again, that was the issue today. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Eventually, MGEN, started trending up here a little bit. I, tried to buy a breakout here, but kind of shook myself out a little bit. This was a break-even trade. And then here, I bought the dip of VWAP, and then I sold here on the retest. I was not trying to trade a reversal, right? I was trying to trade a quick retest of the 9 EMA and VWAP. That's why it was a very small base hit here. Luckily, I got out on this one because it ended up being a 20% flush and even a halt to the downside. So today was just a nasty day. There was not a lot of clean setups that had a longevity behind them. Not a lot of moves that had good continuation. It looks like MGEN is trying to pop up here. Could be another opportunity, but look, the day traders have left the room. They're just I think pretty disappointed today overall. With our swing trades, we're down $3,400 on our swing trades. which is about pretty much 10% of our whole entire swing trade portfolio, which is, kind of heavy. Like, it's not something I'm super stoked about. Actually, if we pull up all of our swing trades from all of our accounts, you can see it's around $3.5 thousand. So yeah, that's about 10%, actually getting closer to, I don't know, 13, 14% at this point, I think, now with our whole entire swing trade portfolio. Actually, no, not 13, probably like 12% or so. So yeah, I mean, we're down quite a bit. We looked a lot through a lot of the swing trades. The only one I probably don't like the most is LMND. This one, I think I jumped the gun on this one way too hard, and that was a little bit unfortunate. But overall, I kind of like what I'm seeing. One thing we did talk about CLSK near the end of the live stream, which looks like a good opportunity here. I gotta say, we've been talking about this $7 zone for quite a long time, and it looks like we're having a nice little bounce off this $7 zone. This could have been a phenomenal day trade on CLSK today. I'm actually gonna wait for possible break of $7, and then I might buy more for something around $6 or so. Nice team on CLSK, and I like the project overall, or the company. But my biggest issue at this current point in time is in my my account for day trading. I usually allocate a little bit of it to swing trading, otherwise it's just sitting cash. The problem is I've kind of like really allocated a lot now to swing trading, which is fine because it's a margin account. So technically I could have the whole account allocated to swing trading and still do day trading, but I don't really kind of want to go down that road. It's not really a place I want to be. I kind of want to separate my accounts a little bit more. So I'm going to move money around to put more money in my Roth IRA. But yeah, at this point, it's just, it's a weird position because swing trades do what they do, and sometimes you hold them for weeks or months, and that it is what it is. It's totally fine. But then if you start the day in your day trading account and it's down like $1,000, it's just like it throws you off a little bit, and I don't really like that. So I would like to separate the accounts a little bit more. The problem is you can only have one margin account, and then you have a cash account, and obviously the margin account is much better because then you could buy and sell in the same day without holding up your cash. While the Roth IRA, for example, yes, it's a tax saving vehicle, but at the same time it's a cash account. So if I, let's say, sold to swing trade and I actually wanted to buy it back in a day, it doesn't work because that takes 24 hours to get your cash back. So it's nicer having it all in your margin account, but then it's at the same time it kind of plays those psychological tricks on you a little bit. Overall, we're up today, $230 day trading, so I'm happy we're up today, but it was one of those days that we are in the position to have a good, maybe even $1,000 plus profit day. So, giving back $300 to $400 on one trade, I gotta say, really irritated me a little bit. Not so much the money, but how it happened. It's so annoying when, you practice risk management, you do everything right, you cut your losses quickly, and then you can't even cut your losses quickly because you don't even know you're in a trade and the stock is going down. And then, TD Ameritrade opens up again. You're like, oh, wow, surprise, I'm actually down 7%. So that was enough. Sorry, no more complaining about that, guys. I don't want to be a little complainer here, but I just had to vent a little bit, so I appreciate you guys listening to me vent just now. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to drop a like if you did, and I will see you guys then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao, guys.